Second series. Winner one, of course. And we have Dirty Finisher and Flap for Glory. As the axes. Flap with the Austria. Finisher with the OKW versus Ps5Y and 3. Ps5 of course. As the Soviets gonna be facing Finisher. And 3 will be facing Flap. It's Team Democracy. The contrary. And we will have rifles. Finisher with the Spec Ops. Straight away. Knows his doctrine. Knows the matter. And it's gonna be that one straight away. With some Fox Grenadiers. No Kubel. Maybe expecting the peanuts here from his opponent. So it is just the conscripts and Finisher about to make the early play here, maybe. Maybe not. Just waiting, alright. Wiring of the house, it's just Stone Pioneer. Strange. I think finishing the sandbag. I don't know. I know he realized it here. And he cancelled it again. I don't get it. It's gonna disappear. Yes it is. I think that's a misplay. I'm afraid that's a misplay for me. But getting that down. Especially... Oh, he's not. He's getting... Okay. Very early snares here. He's gonna have to respawn. And the contrary Flap. Some nice action, sandbags. Some wiring. He's prepared. A man prepared for a service. But so is 3. Nice play here from him. He's just coming in from everywhere, from all sides. Good engagement from him. The Finisher somewhat calling off the attack. Flap with the sniper, okay. 2 grants and a sniper. Well, definitely lack the pressure if you bring the sniper against the rifles early on. So you may lose, like on a map like this, it's surely gonna cost you the fuel momentarily. Don't really have the numbers for fighting here the rifles in the first engagements, saving for the sniper. So 3 will have few advantage. A brief moment. Tent is coming in behind. There is... Alright, there is 50 cal versus the sniper. Interesting. Yes, with some sandbags. It's the house. You sure can use the wiring here. That's pretty decent. These 5 years here. Tenant is waiting. It's best to wait here for the numbers. Really worth it to push ahead here. Of your timing with your forces, really need the numbers to defense of the sniper.
Captain just took the battlefield.
Very Flap. Some snipe here, that's very decent for him. Wiring here as well from 3. Paying really the attention here to the details. This is Flap. And we have the captain, so that's quite a lot of units. Pack 40 for Frank. I mean, there is the AA eventually, but still far off. Maybe expect the M20. sure. Yeah. I'm not sure about this. I don't know why a decision is made. But interesting. Hack 40. Maybe Flap doesn't wanna have the 2-2 on this map. I mean, you can get stuck often on the objects here, so it can cost a 2-2. Meantime, 3 very expects the 2-2, gets the Zook. And I think good angle upon finisher. It's gonna definitely force him away here for a while. Would have been successful with taking this. Sending like 1 unit to contest, pretty good job. So Ps5 with the upper units and 3 paying the attention to defend instead the cutoff for him. I could even make a decent play here maybe for the cutoff with more units. Makes it somewhat around from all sides. Lap straight away for the VP, it's also decent. Just making very fast use of 3 being gone here. Instead of the map, 3 of course gets the cutoff. 40 is ready. Yeah, 3 get possibly the M5. Meanwhile, Flap with the 2-2. Yeah, maybe pack 40. Just because lacking the resources. As a defense to the sniper, playing safe. The Flap is very prepared for any light vehicle. But 3 also knows, of course, that there's the pack 40. So he's gonna play, I guess, more careful with his AA here. Yes, here it goes. Smiling. And the finisher playing it well. Keeps the pressure around the map. Ps5Y doesn't really know where he's coming from. Then dies. But I think that's gonna cost him here the AA in return. Comes out. Play from 3. Saves him enough time. Second Zook. Connect. But yeah, Ps5Y, he's struggling. And Finish also finds a very decent angle with his MG here. It's upon 3 to get the fuel for his team in return. From Flap to balance it out. And the Grand Wipe could be the start for that. So here's the sniper, so we might easily pay the price for that, and definitely here with the misplay. Panzer Grenadiers, yeah. Good choice for defending off the rifles. I'm not sure if 3's plan is to not decap it. Maybe that's on purpose. Guess it wasn't. Maybe it was. Just gonna relocate. Grenade. It's dodged from 3 apparently. Allies behind. Already resource wise a little. And I guess it's gonna live, yes. And somewhat in danger. Now we have MG42 or Flap, but I think this rifle should make it around. No. Well, very close. And Finisher loses the Fox Grenadier. 70. Guess being a little bit too greedy here with the retreat, paying the price. And nice play from finisher here. Infiltration grenades. Pushing off. Rifleman. Good job. Definitely gonna stabilize Flap. Gonna have now an easier time for defending the fuel, and even with that coordination here, possibly be even to contest a lot better here the VP for his team. So that gives him some options. Also gonna be more difficult for Tree to force away the sniper by sheer forces. It's already quite low on manpower. Let's get the ground attack.
All done over here.
Shock. Going to help now instead the teammate. She's so far not really with the best results. Trying to get Flap's fuel.
Ability now ready.
Finisher always around to fall into his flank. Not really intel or help from Ps5Y, so that'd be the best choice here to ban and attempt to obtain Flap's fuel, and I guess secure the VPs and stabilize the teammate by helping him. Tech 40 is ready. This is a shot here. Attempt ground attack. 70 those. Quite too far for that. Let's see. 7mm. It's another shot off. Get decrewed here. It's falling back. Very last moment here. And with another deep dive, I guess. Trees back in. And finds the teller. Wow, that's unfortunate. Like, this Echelon being so close around. Could have swept the mine, like, to not jump off. Very unfortunate for him. Possibly Tree expecting to be safe here with the Echelon so closely nearby. But it's been just probably too far off a few meters here, so that's very unfortunate for him.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Trying to obtain the VP, but it's already back on this foot to push. And my dirty finisher always there to contest successfully. So if you're still struggling with dominance here across the fuel. Also heavily playing in the middle. Using, I guess, P5Y to split up his forces here. Hit again. Tree will manage somehow to decap fuel here of flap. Nice dodge in the house. Oh, what a barrage. But Egren is about to live. Sniper almost dies here to the LMGs. It's missing the guards. Good for the allies right now. Now they can make some comeback in terms of the resources as well. EP-wise, still the access a little bit with the edge. Finishing off the P4. Lab as well, we'll follow up with that. Yeah, 3. Still doesn't have quite the resources for his Sherman, but of course there has been the Scott already. It's gonna be a second tank here. Oh, double mine in the middle. What a play, Ps5Y. He goes finishes P4. Damn. Nice action. Nice mining. So the allies with a decent comeback, I'd say. Smoke barrage is available. Oh, that's gonna be the regular one instead. Before, guess somewhat with the decision here possibly to dive, but yeah, it will happen. Gonna get that Scott here. Not really the best positioning here of tree. So lacks the ammo. It's lucky though with the pens, of course. He falls the 50 cal. 3 in the free fall. Maybe should have made the Sherman first or something. But he goes to 2-2. It's gonna be able to obtain the M1, and I guess that's gonna be a P4. I think that's still worth it for Flap here, to be honest. It's 2 units here from 3. Loses 2, but also 5 getting distracted here, throwing in the T70. And now in return also Finisher taking over the set of the map again, so that's gonna bring also some more resource in return, so it's definitely worth it for the access. Also manages to obtain the 50 kill. It's actually very painful here to top it all. 3 now with the Sherman.
Tank support is here. Sherman ready. A capture point is being overrun.
And His P5Y will be retaking his side of the map.
The enemy is
With
overrunning one of
the
our capture points.
advantage having the armor. Finisher, yeah, with the double Raketten though. But definitely a lot of possibilities for Ps5Y to use his 85. Rakettens finding their target. Sure what Ps5Y is doing here. Like a throw to me somewhat, but oh, it could have ended very poorly for him here. But yeah, he's gonna live. But he actually gets the sniper and the 50 kill and a photon. Yeah, I don't know how this happened. Sadly, we missed it. Maybe the Sherman. Sherman with 1 kill, pretty sus.
A capture point is under attack.
Have been the very one sniper. Comes in very handy.
A capture point is under attack.
He gets back his 50 cal.
The enemy is overrunning one of our
Well,
capture points.
they're even now with the VPs. And yeah, the allies with the catch as well. Might not be actually behind anymore with the fuel, of course. And next we have the Calliope for 3 instead.
We're losing a capture point.
Killing some mines, but life is gonna prevent that from happening. And there's a new P4 for him. His attempts with the ground attacks, but not successful. And then about to pressure the MG guarding the fuel, I guess, or I'm not sure. Doing something. Oh, new sniper. Straight away to the Calliope. Fortunate barrage here, and Flap also somewhat retreating into it, I guess. But yeah, moving forward, really walking into the death of infantry from the US, so wouldn't have been any alternative here. He's gonna get his hands back upon Spec 40. And this is strafing. It's not really necessary to me. Unless he wants another MG. Maybe once, but could have also just retreated to save it. Oh, he's gonna get it, I guess. Unless gonna be the grenade in time. Looks like it. Yes. Very last moment. Lab to save his unit and the Echelon to live. New P4 is out for Flap. Very expensive Pigrin MG. It's Barrage. New 120, I guess. Finisher realizing in time. And the rifleman still dies from 3, I guess. And Ps5Y taking over more successfully his side of the map. C3 bringing in some decent resources for his team. Well, the Axe is still with the advantage in the resources. Nice wipe here upon the engineer. And we have a second 85 for Ps5 just sitting around waiting to be used. Range barrage from the Calliope. Oh, risky move from Flap, not retreating here. It's rewarded though in the end for it. Maybe too afraid to retreat somewhat into it like the sniper. Trying to dodge it to the side. Sideways, yeah. .42 setting up into the Browning, that's not gonna work out. And Finisher quite struggling with his VP. Also heavily invested into the middle. Which definitely helps Flap here. To narrow down, I'm focusing just for the viewpoint, I guess. No, Ally is definitely gonna have here the Ikab in terms of the resource domination. She will be bringing in a Jackson.
We have 300 points remaining.
And Flap with a new sniper yet again. Before with the dive. Jackson just a little bit too late, I'd say. Well, there is of course the double M1. But good place here from Flap. Calliope to die as well. Yes. Who hits that too, the armor. Just in time to play here from Flap before the Jackson comes in.
We have lost a panzer.
Yeah, somewhat risky to wait for that Calliope. So it's always possible to make a play like this with the P4, especially catching 3 here in a bad positioning. So very well executed. And Flap trading very good, but still 39 fuel per minute for the allies, so we may just bring another Calliope in just no time. Flap though with another P4 here.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Or Finisher once that 85 I think. And so the other one gets scared. It's also on the con around, of course. But yeah, definitely back on his feet here with the double VP control.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Always having but one VP. Mostly, I guess. Plus, it's about even, I'd say. And Ps5Y with the Caddy as another addition to his army comp. When he finished off the league.
A squad of pioneers has arrived.
And he finds the P4 about dive in another time. Take 40 is ready to back it up. Excalibur Barrage aiming for the Ober, that's a precious target. Yeah, Con's now pretty strong, we're in the late game. The 7-man consort. Xfinity is definitely having a tough time with that unit. And Ps5Y is definitely with the units here to support them. Oh, Flype finished off the sniper, very fortunately again. Right upon max range here. Retreating somewhat into it, I'm not sure if that was the purpose for the retreat, Flype, or being the lieutenant here, pushing into it. As flanked off from Flap also with the P-Gren. Wonder if we will see yet again another sniper from Flap. It's been 3 snipers, I think. Is it? Yeah, 3 snipers. Maybe it's gonna be another to shine and smile upon the rifles. And then I guess find here the base, wood base from 3. But again, access with decent pressure and VP control momentarily, I guess. He's about to take it back for himself. Finisher making it very well back into the game. Using the first P4 here to the double mine. Of Ps5 in the middle VP. And we almost having enough fuel for, I guess, another Calliope or Scott or something. Turn Ps5Y just floating but popped out. Was still struggling to get in the VP control for the team with his army composition. Finisher somewhat behind with the army, but still with the control of the map. Mr. Mark. Oh, that might be the P4. Could also just ram it. Okay. It could have been worth a ram here. Ps5Y has the resource to rebuild the 85, he's floating. Meanwhile, Finisher struggling with the fuel, taking out with P4 would have been very decent pickup for him. Maybe just follow it up and come in with the ram. Nice attempt from Flap. So we treat a little bit too early. So the raid crossfire. Oh, nice shot from the 120, and I think it's a barrage here. It's the only one of the MG with the 120. It's the red suppression, but it's the final shot. Kill the MG. About to lose his Browning. Yes. It's just a D crew. We somewhat losing the Sherman really hurt him here. So he's rebuilding it to stabilize. We get back his MG. Oh, just in this moment also bring in the strafing. Sherman's coming in. So Jackson. Caddy aiming for the Obers. We should decruise to 120. We'll be able to finish it off with the Raketen. Trying to go there though. There's the guard to defend. But yeah, seems like Lab somewhat got the game in his grip now. Yes, army value wise, they're about even, Tree and Flap. Seems like it. Should rebuild the 2-2. Maybe for some intel, bring in a side here for him. 5 in the middle. Yes, 120 could be possibly here retaken from Ps5. It's doing a decent job for him so far. I don't know. Purpose snare. It's too much health. A waste of ammunition in this state of resources. P4 is gonna get the caddy. Good game read here from Finisher. Maybe it's been a flare here from him. Yeah, it's been the flare. A little bit too aggressive here, Ps5. When he gets wiped though. I can easily rebuild the caddy, I guess. But it's gonna be the Su-85. So after all, losing that veterancy matters a lot, especially for the caddy. No creeping barrage. Lab losing double pack forward. Okay. Yes, to the Lipe, yes. Destroying them also overall. Seems 3 now definitely with the advantage again. Up about to rebuild the pack 40s. I've also brought in the Tiger instead. But yeah, it's still a little bit off here fuel wise. And to find some mine. It goes to this. And it's the double Sherman for 3. Interesting. Maybe after finishing off the double pack 40, expecting that not to rebuild the packs. Sherman may have an easier time here. Because maybe the P from the Panther. Exclipe, he's coming in. His bundle nade. Standing in the Lipe, losing the MG42. So far, very even the game though. One is dead. Finds a Sherman. Double pack 40, I guess. Surprising here 3 a lot. Just finished off 2 and they're already rebuilt. And SC-85 I think is in grave danger. But yes, not repairing but also not using the 85 here as an option to maybe scare at least off finisher. Go back, it's the drop, okay. That's unfortunate as well. Maybe would have died anyway, but I guess. Just stayed here, Ps5Y, using the power grid. And thus, at this late moment of the game, before glory, we'll be taking in the win here. But yeah, still decent game from the allies. Could have still turned the game around, I guess, maybe. We'll never know. Going somewhat well, at least, somewhat for 3. But yeah, it could have changed around anyway. Finisher, of course, the advance here. Ps5 with a lot of fuel, but really the manpower. And overall, yes, still a good game. Be shown worthy to be casted. 5 kills for the second P4. And yeah. And then kills for flaps, key grins. Overall stats. We're not with the best KD, but he's facing Austria. Neither Ps5, it's the OKW. But still they have shown to be somewhat able to compete here. Also, at least army value wise, a decent advantage. Of course, the AI taking over. Losing also some units. And yeah. Maybe SU-85 would have died anyway. Can't tell how much finisher would have committed. Furthermore, with the other T-34 showing up, but still could have been a kill here, of course. Very possible. Left somewhat behind, but getting out the Tiger Ace can change the entire game to his favor yet again around, so definitely not out of the game, and yeah. Points held wise, I think overall Axis and allies quite on the roller coaster. Maybe overall still Axis someone with the edge, hard to tell. Definitely Catch also doing a great job here with the Axis, and at least VP wise, Axis a little bit ahead. Alright. So Finisher and Flap taking the game 1. Let's hop into the next one. Ikab, now instead Ps5Y, and we have 3 FCOKW versus Flap with the British, Finisher with the Soviets. On the contrary from the Northern Spawn, Finisher will be playing now instead versus 3, and we have Ikab versus Flap, of course. And yes, MG42 is ready. Thanks for Ikab replacing, I guess, here Ps5Y. Really bad circumstances making this match possible. Very honorable of him. Alright. Lab will be playing assault sections, okay. Yes, Ikab had a lag, so back into the game. Seems, I guess, not. Everything is exploding for everybody. It's a bit of a late start then for Ikab. Oh, that's a very passive build. Holy Mortar will come in handy, I think, for Flap. Sword sections. Pretty good move here. Finisher standing over an engineer. Support Flap here. Capturing his side. Sending over the other engineer to cut off 3. In return, being very aggressive for the VP. He'll make his way around. Yeah, there's already the mine. He's probably still gonna capture it back and another con for peanuts from finisher. And to fall back, no fast. Strand is ready already. Finisher will remain in control here. Over the cutoff for 3. 3 with the VP. And Flap is coming in. Fast though. Invadius is about to die. Small arms. There it goes. It's the sword section. It's prepared. Finding the mine here, but it's the house. Well, there's the flamethrower, so Finisher doesn't care too much about it. And there's the wipe for the engineer here from Ikab. Water with decent hits somewhat. Finisher comes back yet again for the cutoff. Very annoying here for 3. And I have to deal with the being cut off again, so huge advantage already for the allies. But falling back to save himself some manpower. And yeah, backing up in the medics. This is gonna be just in time. So there are 2 regular sections as well for him. Maybe 4 later ones. And Finisher now instead upon the fuel.
The enemy cut our supply line.
Coming in the house, no. Maybe wants to make it behind Finisher. Getting the conscript here. Retreat. But
The AT gun you ordered is ready.
Finisher may be aware of it, retreating quite early. Instead, it's gonna be the assault for the VP. I guess we will have the AA for Finisher with the M5. That was bring in 6-pounder. Movie from flap. Quite aggressive, so yet again, Ikab is unprotected. Okay, so far very defensive. I guess making that MG just for that very purpose. For defending his cutoff. MG is gonna force flap away here. Just to get away with the phosphorus, but didn't succeed here. MGs is just too much for dealing with that. Yes, allies still so far. Good job. A bit behind with the VPs. Definitely the advantage with the fuel and the ammunition. Of course, rather with the fuel here. Very effective with the cutoff. Grenade from Ikab might surprise the flap. Could finish off the mortar. It's calling the retreat, but was gonna chase it, gets off the kill. So with the LMG upgrade, it's in the AA, but it's the landmine. Does even have sweeper. Sweeper's coming in now. Nice decision making. Gonna come in useful, I guess, later at very least. But yeah. In return, Finisher very nicely playing his way here on the map. Always cutting either the fuel or the cutoff. But also very deep to the realms here of Ikab, but it's a little bit too far off. Too deep. Might get wiped here for that. 2-2 though, not supporting the chase, neither the Grenadier. Might actually live. He doesn't. Still too far off. Be just clearing another marking with his AA. So we have the double AA from the allies here. To realizing there's flap coming with the AA to finish him. Noise going in. Oh, that's a misplay here. It's a dead 2-2 now. Maybe trying to bait the AA into snare, but I think it doesn't work. I mean, there's now another 2-2, but it's a repair. And trying to small. Oh, actually, a lucky mortar hit. Might actually gonna get it. Yes. Double pen from the mortar. Yes. Alright, so trades a 2-2 for the AA. Well, that's somewhat worth it, but they're very far behind with the fuel. So bringing another 2-2 is really not a good decision here, I think. We're very struggling to get back side of the map. It's also the Maxim. That's the double Raketen, I guess. We'll be being aware of lacking the resources. I will also rebuild the AA. We've instead even built already the Cromwell here, or the AA basically. We're gonna lose that 6-pounder regardless here.
Finished and ready for use.
And Ikab is already sending the unit to pick it up. But there's the smoke. He's gonna get it eventually. Unless he doesn't. But he does.
The gun is not crude.
That also lacking the ammo. Spent that ammunition on the smoke out. Can't really compete with the 2-2. Ikab. Instead just trying to finish off the 6-pounder. It'll take a while. And we'll get it back here. New infantry. Finally, we're back at the fuel. That's very necessary for the Axis.
Off track.
34's coming in though. And she's still lacking the resources for the tech. So that's how far they are behind here. Double mortar, of course, from Ikab capturing Lab's mortar early on. He didn't build that himself. There's another 2-2, okay. That seems really odd. Won't ever get his armor out like this. At least he's prepared for the clown car to come. If so.
Upgrade work completed.
Also some landmines. It's nice to see. The finisher is gonna sneak himself, I guess, around another time. We have the Cromwell. So I guess Flap is preparing for some Giga dive.
An engineer unit is ready for action.
Maybe Ikab should have made instead the double pack 40. Cancels the snare.
We are losing a sector.
And finisher with the Giga dive as well. It's the Pioneer. The Raketten is though to come over. Oh, it's gonna be the dead T-34. It might gonna make its way back here. At the edge of the map. Time is to dive. And Flap. He's gonna live. Some more to retreat here. Might still lose the Gren, but the Gren is misplaced.
Attempting to steal our sector.
Yeah, that's somewhat necessary, but ooh, we lost the AA to the Swiss. Yeah, that's also a tough loss he cannot afford here in the situation of the resources. I should know with a seconds this.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
We have the timing of the P4, but P4 is still a long way to go here for the Axis.
Unit ready.
Especially for Ikab. With a 3 2-2s being built here. It's an Ober. 3 Rakettens. He knows he's behind. Finisher brings in the next T-34 already. Attack. Miss. And Ikab is gonna dodge. And we have, top of that, the Shrek. Folks grenadiers. Not a unit to stop any dive upon him. Sniper from Flap. It's gonna be just a refill car here for him. Pressuring the VP. Little is guarded by Finisher. Raketne is ready. Oh. This is the shot here, thanks to the object. Been a nice addition for him. Rifle grenade from Ikab, no damage. Rolling off the attack. Very straight away here. And T-34.
The enemy's in trouble. Our hammer tactics are
Sure. Hit again with another flank. Very far on the map. I was making good use of the size of the map here. And all the possible paths to bring him an advantage. And there is the deep cap of the fuel, and another delay will be applied to the axis for bringing in their tanks here. Okay. Ps5Y is still a long way to go.
The Huns have 300 points at the moment.
We have the double pack 40 for Ikab. That will bring combat, let's say. And Ikab just with the tech for the P4. Let's see the P4 of Ikab around combat timing here. At least 3, not being able to bring any armor, a cement power to bring the double over. The fuel advantage definitely very far to the map. Just struggling with the amount of support weapons. Thus, a caddy it is. Reasonable. Good decision, I think.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Actually, maybe he brings his P4 in. Also, still having his doctrinal choice. Maybe it's gonna be the Command Panther. Maybe a more safe selection here.
Supply half track is ready for order.
And will be a very forward mortar pit for Flap. Some Metalla here. Dangerous location for any tank to push. He finds this to kill, but Finisher will get it back. There's a lot of Raketens, a second row. in the league. It's a hit. Captain is dead. The one is off though. Well, but it seems bigger captains are not enough for 3 here. Needs more than that. Some armor. But sure, about to lose his A. Well, that's something for them, but still a long way to go. Actually trigger the teller here with a rifle grenade, if possible, but there's no more grenadier around. Would have killed, I think, the sword grenadier here standing on it. Right, so finally we have the first medium armor for Ikab. It's been a few minutes and it's almost about to die here. And 3 and bring P4. Actually he wants to tack up again. It's like he's rushing Katie. I guess we will have his tank in about 10 minutes. And that will dive the P4. Doesn't get snare. We'll try to ground attack. Finish it off, so order waiting for nothing here. 23 minutes it's been, and there goes the P4 straight away. Two Raketans. Truck probably to tack in the base. And Strafen support is coming in. Okay, with the dive, wants the sniper it seems. And he won't get it. It's like planes about to finish off the own mortar hit, but it's gonna live. Well, finisher decrewing all the mortars from Ikab. It's a lot of losses here for him. And it's another grenadier. His flap wants to have him to get the mortar army going. Tree with the tag, so I guess he wants the KT.
Command half-track has been converted into the headquarters building.
Failing to capture the point, little misplay. Yeah, you have the mortar plot to come. It's gonna nuke the hell out of the All-Star player. Very deadly. I might just want to retreat to the middle, having to deal with it, but not a bit about to have quite the range here, also reaching out to the middle, at least with the barrage here. And that will not waste no time to also get himself some trenches. Manages to get back his point, set of the map. And finishers definitely well prepared for the KT to come in. It's about 3 minutes to go, I guess. Expecting probably a Panther or something by now, but X is just so far behind with the fuel.
All infantry squads can have an additional infantryman.
And there's the late tag for Flap with the 5-man squad. Still lacking though the Brands and the Mills grenade. And yeah, Mortar doing its job here. And is in danger. Time to run. That will also get in the ammunition for himself here. Ikab just about to, I don't know, I guess defend the teammate. And in return, we'll be wiping here a Grenadier.
Jerry's got 200 points remaining.
Finding the Speer. Ikab is prepared with the next P4. Knows, maybe Katie can save the day for them. It's the 6-pounder. Comrade will be ready eventually. At least managed to capture the VP. Sniper's also ready. It's about 1 more kill or 2. The vet one with the better side, I think, as well. Yeah, there it goes. Choose the Maxim. It's the vet tool for the side, yes. I guess we are going there. Oh, it's even in range of the Schwer here from... And that once that P4 is gonna live because Pioneer already repaired off some damage. So that, say for the base dive, gonna finish it off. Here goes the next tank for Ikab. Another one he couldn't afford losing here. I'm afraid he will find his way somewhat out of the base here without getting snared. Wow. Yeah, he finds MG. Yes. Oh, actually, but get spotted here, I guess that's after all then. That Comet, but it doesn't matter. Can easily trade a Comet for a P4 here. Also opens finisher the window here to push 3, having to turn around his Raketten here. Lose a T-34 after all for it.
Capture point is being overrun.
And I think we have the KT. Yes, it is. Took him 31 minutes. Sure. This SU-85 here repaired by Lab, and yeah, now I'm afraid 3 is also gonna have to rebuild. It's rare here for being any additional tank. So I somewhat have to make the play here to finish off the KT, of course. Hopefully Flap could help here greatly. Oh, what a shot from the KT, holy. Just finishing off at this gun. Oh, nice pen. It's the snare. And yes, it's the 8-0. Bye bye, Katie. So, it was finisher was waiting for, just for free to select Katie, so you can just click 8-0 and saved. Well, only about the entire game for Best to die in a blink of an eye. Not really the best tank to pick against 8-0, yes. We're gonna take him a long time to rebuild. I'm afraid we don't even have the VPs for that, but there's also no Schwer, so doesn't really make a difference, I guess. But with the surrender, and Katie are not the optimal choice. Probably better to get the Command Panther. Has a better chance of surviving. Carefully played. With 8-0, I guess. Usually when there's no 85 around and ISU, it's gotta be 8-0. No guards as well. Just blank Soviets. Blank Soviets always sound like 8-0 Soviets, yeah. Regardless, we have the stats. Not much to tell for 3 right now. Ikab with the sniper, okay. After 30 minutes, I guess. At least we have a lot to show for Flap. It's nice. Both kills finally for the sniper. Appeared with 9 kills. Definitely had an impact. Also in finishing of the Schwer here. That's something not to underestimate, of course. And yeah, I guess it's rather fresh here. 10 kills for the caddy, that's good. Yeah, X is too far behind with everything, the resources. And not really with the best KDs, obviously. Facing here against armor. Just bleeding, not having really any armor themselves. And as you can also witness in the army value. Just the allies bringing out their units. X is not. Was KT also too expensive, too far behind. And yeah. Finisher with a good game. Testing a lot, but also Flap. With the pressure on his side. Having a nice dominance after all. Taking the win here for the Team for Glory. GG's well played. Congrats to that.